Hello and welcome to the Temple of Tomes with your host, Indie Comics Jones. Today is June 15th, 2021. This is episode 333. Today we're looking at Ian Fleming's James Bond. This arc is called Agent of Spectre. It is 004 in the arc. It's come out by Dynamite, and it's rated teen. This came in at a whopping $3.99. So the cover here is very nice. We get to see this special rigged up revolver. Oh, it's not a revolver, I'm sorry, pistol with laser sights and a silencer, and it's basically an assassin's weapon. And we get this nice collage of things going on. So this really, this scene is not in the book, but it's just kind of a representation. You see the Parthenon in the background up on top of the Acropolis. At least not yet. They were in Athens. They are in Athens, but they weren't up at the Acropolis. So maybe this happens in issue 5. We'll find out. Let's take a look to see who worked on this book. This is a recommend, by the way. It will be getting the Indie Comics Jones Good Excavation seal of approval. The writer was Christos Gage, and I feel like I just reviewed something by him, but maybe I didn't. The artist is Luca Casalaguida. The colors were by Heather Moore. The letters were Simon Boland, and the cover, which was a collage here, and I think there was a variant cover as well. It was Butch Geis and editor Matt Idelson. So let's take a quick look at that cover again. Nice. All right, let's get into this. If you recall, James has been hired by a higher up at Spectre named Blowfield to take out another high up Spectre executive. Spectre, sorry, named Titania Jones. Now, he met up with Titania, and a lot of stuff's been going on. He's supposed to kill her, but instead he makes an agreement for, kind of does a double cross on Blofeld. But we don't know what's going on really in James' mind, how he's going to work this whole thing out. But he's pitting both of them against each other now and making both of them seem like he's working for the other side. So it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. Right now, he has gone back after making this agreement with Titania Jones and actually having sexual intercourse with her as well, of course, because he's James Bond. Awesome. He is back at Greece talking to Blofeld and giving him a quick update of what is going on and what he hopes to achieve. Now, this issue is just full of awesome action. As he's talking with him over dinner at this location, suddenly a helicopter pops up. Really nicely drawn. Everything in here looks really nice. The coloring's a little different, but it works here. You can see these explosions. They take out one of the helicopters, and just a lot of action. Then we get Red Sonja, black, white, and red. Looking at this cover, I think this is the best of the lot, actually. And I think that's the regular cover. And moving on to our story. Sorry, I got distracted there by the beautiful Red Sonja. They take off and jump off the balcony of this place to Blofield's car. Blofeld actually got wounded as all these bullets are going all over the place. So James has explained that the reason that they found them there was Titania had implanted a chip in his back during their lovemaking session, and she scratched him very hard and slipped it under the skin. And he picked it off, but he just was saying this is his plan now to get her, to lead her out and get her in the open. So they have fire a missile on the car, which is cool, and blow up this pursuing. I guess it's like a Jeep Cherokee or something like that. And then they take off down the road. They actually have to drive a little off the road as there's now 2 helicopters more following them and shooting at them at the same time. Now, they've realized that there's only one pilot in each one of these helicopters, so it's their advantage just to try to shoot the pilot rather than take out all the other people shooting at them. At one point, they actually launched the car into one of the helicopters, just jumping out just before the nice ramp there. So they timed that perfectly, as happens in James Bond movies quite often. And then finally, with it, they're able to take out the final pilot and have that one crash. Now they head back to the home of Blofeld, and then we get another ad for, this time, Barbarella #1, and she is looking stunning. Wow. Check out the cans on the top shelf there. Okay, and I'm looking at all these variant covers, and they're not that impressive, not as impressive as this. So I'm assuming this is the regular cover. But look forward to that. I don't think I'll be buying it, actually. But so they head off to his private island, and he shows them all the security that's there. They talk about it a little bit more. And then James says, I have an idea. Let's reverse trace the chip. And they actually find that Titania Jones is on the same island that they are on presently, to their dismay. So look at Blofeld's face there. And that leads to another gun battle. And I guess there was a double cross within Blofeld's staff there as well. So this is where we end. To be continue. We've got the two Spectre leaders there, both trying to get control of Spectre and James Bond here. So I think the next issue, it will be the final issue, since we have all three combatants together here. So looking forward to this. This is a recommend. I don't know if there's anything else here worth looking at. We'll take a look. Oh, Deja Torres versus John Carter of Mars. And this cover looks pretty good. This looks like some pretty nice covers here as well. Of course, it's all women, so I'm liking that. The Invincible Red Sonja. Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti. And Vampirella, issue number 23. This was issue 3 on that one. And a couple more. Betty Page, number 2. And Dynamite Lives, number 2. So that looks like Bruce Campbell there with, I'm not sure who that's supposed to be, but... And there you go. There's some of the other variant covers for this issue. And I don't know if we're going to get one for the next issue. I didn't see one there. All right. So this does get the Indie Comics Jones Good Excavating Seal of Approval, given out only by Indie Comics Jones on this particular channel. Expect no less. Thank you for stopping in and listening to my review. As always, please like, please subscribe, please leave comments. We'll see you next time at the Temple of Tomes. This is Indie Comics Jones bidding you adieu.